Do you really believe you're in control of your relationship? Let me tell you a truth that might hurt. There are women who don't need to scream or fight to destroy a man. They do it in silence, with manipulation so subtle that you don't even notice until it's too late. And if you think you're immune, you're exactly the one most at risk. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button right now. Because what I'm about to reveal isn't common internet talk. These are secrets of the female mind that most men will never uncover on their own. And I guarantee, if you don't watch until the end, you'll keep falling into the same traps that are already weakening you today. Initial charm in the beginning. Everything feels perfect. I show up as someone who blends charm, intelligence, and almost irresistible empathy. You know that feeling of being truly heard? That's what I project. Genuine attention, words crafted to make you feel valued. It's as if I know exactly how to touch your emotions, using the secrets of the female mind to create instant trust. It's not just between you and me. The way I present myself makes everyone around approve of me. Friends, family, colleagues, they all fall for it. And this only strengthens the illusion that I'm the perfect partner. Psychology works in my favor, creating an atmosphere where you admire me and feel that the whole world validates me too. And here lies the sweetest trap. At this moment, you feel like you've found something rare, almost sacred. It seems like your search for balance in a relationship is over, and I'm the answer. But this feeling is only the surface. Behind that initial charm, there's a deeper ground full of nuances waiting to be revealed. 2. Beginning of deconstruction. Remember when everything seemed flawless? This is where things start to shift, and you might not notice right away. You begin to feel a strange mix of fear, guilt, and confusion, as if your own mind is playing tricks on you. Every memory gets questioned, every certainty turns into doubt. You think, am I going crazy? No, you're not. It's just the start of silent deconstruction, where the secrets of the female mind are used as subtle weapons. I know, it sounds exaggerated, but pay attention. Suddenly, you're apologizing for things you didn't do. You doubt what you said, what you saw, even what you felt. And I make it seem so natural, so light, that you end up believing the fault is yours. This is female psychology twisted in the wrong way, turning small distortions into absolute truths. Slowly, tension becomes your routine. You find yourself walking on eggshells, afraid to say the wrong word, afraid of my interpretation. And yet, I keep smiling as if nothing happened. That contrast is what confuses you. How can someone so sweet also make you feel so insecure? This is the first shadow beginning to show, and you still have no idea how deep it can go. The hidden side at first, you don't see it, but there's always something behind the charm. Psychologists call it the shadow, unresolved pain, trauma, and insecurities projected onto you. I don't need to raise my voice. This hidden side reveals itself quietly, almost invisibly. That's the trap. No obvious signs of danger. You look at me and see the sweet, balanced partner who seems to embody the secrets of the female mind. But underneath, there's unstable ground made of old frustrations and fears. These ghosts don't announce themselves. They creep into the relationship slowly, creating cracks you only notice once you're already trapped. And the strangest part is how this hidden side connects to your life without asking. You sense something's off but can't pinpoint what. It's as if I carry invisible baggage and, little by little, place it on your shoulders. The safe haven you thought you had begins to turn into a psychological maze, where each step pulls you deeper into carrying what was never yours. Transfer of emotional burden. You may not realize it, but every time I open up and unload my pain onto you, it isn't just intimacy happening, it's transfer. I place my fears, traumas, and insecurities on your back, and you, believing you're being the strong man, the protector, accept it without question. Slowly, that weight consumes you. You stop living your own life to carry mine, thinking that's love. But it's not. It's dependency disguised as care. Distorted mirror, you don't see it, but many times when I point out your flaws, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about myself. If I say you're cold, maybe it's because I'm the one pulling away. If I say you don't care, it's because deep down, I struggle to give myself fully. Every accusation I make chips away at your confidence until you believe you're the problem. And that's the danger. You start doubting your essence. You look in the mirror and don't know if you see yourself or the distorted version I created. That's the trap. I accuse, you accept, and in doing so, I reshape your identity. The result is simple. You lose yourself. You think you're failing, that you're not good enough, that you need to try harder. But the truth is, the more you try to fix what I project, the more power I gain over you. The victim role. I know exactly how to look fragile at the right time. I show pain, cry injustice, play the wounded one away, and you step in as the hero without hesitation. But this vulnerability is often just a mask. While you think you're protecting me, I'm actually steering your choices. Playing the victim isn't weakness. It's strategy. Sam. Emotional dependency. You think you're helping me heal, but in truth, you're draining yourself. Each time you give, I take your energy as if it's mine and never return it. This cycle traps you because the more you invest in me, the harder it becomes to see the emptiness only growing. The relationship turns into invisible chains. You feel you must save me, and I use that to keep control. Emotional dependency isn't built with screams, but with drops that wear you down until you break. The double face in public, I'm perfect. Sweet, mature, balanced. Everyone admires me, but behind closed doors, the mask falls. In private, I criticize, control, and chip at your confidence. I make you feel like you're never enough, and that duality serves a purpose. Isolation. If the world believes I'm wonderful, who will believe your complaints? You stay silent, convinced you're overreacting. Drama creator. Here's the truth. When a woman needs chaos all the time, be careful. She'll turn small issues into storms, because silence feels like emptiness. That intensity that feels like passion is just the need to feed drama. You confuse turbulence with connection. Endless fights and reconciliations look like deep involvement, but that isn't love. It's addiction to instability. My advice is simple. Watch the pattern. If every week there's a new explosion, don't call it romance. A healthy relationship doesn't need chaos to feel alive. 10. Boundary invader, it never starts big. At first, it's small requests. Let me see your phone. Share your password. You think it's love, but it's control. Over time, those small accesses turn into demands. Privacy disappears and guilt takes its place. If you don't show me, it's because you're hiding something. Remember, healthy boundaries aren't lack of love. They're protection of identity. Real love respects limits. Manipulation demands total access. Reality distortion, gaslighting. When a woman denies facts, twists conversations, and makes you doubt your memory, you're facing gaslighting. It doesn't hurt your body, it hijacks your mind. You recall something clearly, but she insists it happened differently. You sense something's wrong, but she says you're imagining things. Over time, you believe it. If you apologize for things you never did, stop. That's the signal. Love doesn't make you question your sanity. Manipulation does. Twice. Emotional hostage pay. Attention, when a woman uses emotional blackmail, you're no longer a partner. You're a hostage. Threats of leaving, of self-harm, or even destroying your reputation, it's all leverage to keep you trapped. This isn't love, it's captivity. Real love doesn't suffocate, it sets free. Identity theft. When you no longer recognize yourself, it's because someone stole your identity inside. The relationship. You give up hobbies, friends, even opinions, molding yourself to fit her demands. That silence is deadly. You adapt so much that you forget who you are. Real love doesn't erase you, it amplifies you. Try. Blocking growth. Notice the pattern. Every time you try to grow, she creates a crisis. Therapy, study, setting limits. Suddenly, you're selfish, cold, or uncaring. Why? Because your growth threatens her control. Real love supports your healing. Manipulation sabotages it. Fish. Warning signs. Watch for the red flags. Relationships that move too fast are not passion, they're traps. Isolation from friends and family isn't coincidence. It's a strategy to cut your support. And if you believe her version of reality over your own, you're already losing yourself. Mental colonization. Without realizing it, you adopt her emotional patterns. Your reactions, your thoughts, even your feelings start to reflect hers. This isn't connection, it's dependency. Love protects individuality, it doesn't erase it. 9. Trauma bond. This relationship doesn't bind you with love, but with intensity. Explosive fights followed by passionate reconciliations. It's addictive, but you're not in love with her. You're addicted to the highs and lows she manufactures. Manipulated social validation. When I want to strengthen my version of the story, I don't stand alone. I use friends, family, even social media. To the world, I'm flawless. To you, I'm chaos. And the more I reinforce this narrative, the more isolated you become. 19. Financial trap control also comes through money. Shared expenses, debts, a lifestyle you can't sustain. Suddenly, you're tied financially. It's more than money. It's fear. Leaving feels too costly. That's not partnership. That's economic captivity. Escalation of control. When you try to set limits or seek help, she doesn't stop. She escalates. Therapy becomes selfish. Boundaries become coldness. This is calculated to keep you always guilty, always on the defensive. 1. Protection and freedom. The biggest danger isn't what she does, but how she twists your goodness against you. Your loyalty becomes her weapon. The way out is courage. Recognize the signs, hold your limits, and accept that you can't fix someone who doesn't want to change. Love brings peace, not prison. So tell me, how long will you keep confusing manipulation with love? If this opened your eyes, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below which of these signs you've lived through, because your story might save another man from falling into the same trap.